Oh, uh, huh! The bit was ruined. Hello, sorry, I'm still a little bit sick. So, hello, everybody. Welcome back to another review video. Today, we're gonna be reviewing we're just gonna be reviewing some Gmod FNAF add-ons. Why? Because some people haven't, and I'm gonna be the one to do it, because I'm the responsible one. If you can't tell, my voice is a little bit iffy, because I am a little bit sick right now. And I'm starting to get that sickness with my nose where it just gets a little bit stuffy. So before it was my throat, but now it's starting to get to my nose. So yeah, so if I start doing a little bit of it's because I'm sick, so I'm sorry about that. But I'll still do my review video. So yeah, so we might not be doing too much hypeness, but this is the only hype you can get. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm just very sick. So yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop until I continue on doing what I do, because I don't give up like that. What did Nick 830 say? He said the N-word. That's all I can remember from him. Without further ado, let's go and review these ragdolls. So yeah, sorry about me not having too much energy. Oh yeah, also my skin is back. The Minecraft thingy-mabob was canceled, so yeah, now we can customize our skins again. But I do want to say one little thing. Should I keep this skin? Or do you want me to have this skin, because this one is also cool? I mean, the only downside is I have a purple hat, a purple bow tie, a red hat, and purple out of my body, but otherwise it's not really too bad. Or I was gonna show the other Minecraft skin, but I can't. It's not letting me do it for some reason. So this is the only. So I'm just gonna put up a picture right now. All right then. So yeah, it's either this one, the other one that I showed you, or the one right here on this screen. So yeah, which one do you want me to use in videos from now on? So let me know in the comments. So first up, we have Freddy Fazbear, but from the movie. So if you don't know, this is actually a pack from the movie. So this is the FNAF movie model pack. So this is basically mostly focusing on all the movie stuff that happened in the movie and some customary stuff that happened. So like these are the original guys from the FNAF movie, and then some of these guys are just background characters, and some of these were actually like pictures on behind the scenes on some of these guys. So yeah, so we do have the FNAF movie pack right here. So this is actually interesting. So we have Freddy Fazbear right here. I do want to say one thing: their ears do move, which is really good, but their ears are really flopped down. They don't really, yeah, they're kind of weird like that, but hey, it doesn't matter. So we have Freddy Fazbear right here. He's pretty cool. He's from the FNAF movie, like I said. Also, you can tell because of the little joints that he has right there. So he does have some body groups, so you can take away his mic, his suit, his eyes, his suit feet, his suit arms, his suit hands, his hat, sorry, his black covers, his front bodysuit, his suit body back, his bow tie, the jaw, the upper mask, and the back mask. So yeah, he just looks like an endoskeleton right there. That looks really weird, but I don't know if it was like that in the movie. But yeah, this is what Freddy Fazbear would look like without his endoskeleton, which is actually really interesting because it does kind of look like in real life, like how it actually looks like. But again, this is Gmod, so there are some customary stuff. Yeah, I think this was actually from the FNAF movie, because we did get some screenshots of the characters and even their endoskeletons, but I don't know if they look like this. I legit don't remember, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I like Freddy Fazbear. Well, this is just an endoskeleton, but yeah, Freddy Fazbear is pretty cool. Next up, we have Bonnie the Bunny over here from the FNAF movie. He's pretty swell too. He has this little guitar, which is really cool. I like his guitar. Now looking it up up close, it does look really cool. So yeah, he has a really cool guitar. He has this little 2 stars right there, and I don't know what that's supposed to be, but that's really interesting. But yeah, this is Bonnie right here. Again, his ears also do move, and again, the same thing, that you can remove any of their stuff. So yeah, if you want to. I'm not really gonna go too into it because we already removed Freddy's, but yeah, Bonnie's is pretty cool. You can also remove his guitar strap or his guitar if you want to, so that's also interesting. Or you can also have a mask opening, which is in the back right here. So yeah, also too, I wanted to let you know that with Freddy over here, he also has the same thing with like his mask. So like the back mask right here can also open up, so that's actually really interesting. That's how they get into the animatronics brain hardware, whatever you want to call it. So they just have a little panel right here and they just open it like that, which is actually really cool and interesting to see right there. So yeah, it's actually interesting. So yeah, And you can also remove the upper mask, because why not? So yeah, he looks pretty swell like this. I do like bonding a bunny like this, so yeah. Next up, we have Chica right over here. So she's also looking dapper right here. It reminds me of the little, when I'm looking at this now, the little black parts, it reminds me of the animatronics that have, no, not the animatronics, the actors that would get into the costumes, because if you don't know, like, they had to use actual people, except for Foxy. One little fact, if you didn't know, Foxy was the only one that didn't have his own actor, but he was being set on fire a couple of times, so yeah. But the main three right here, Freddy, Monty, and Chica, have actors inside of them, so, and they just digitally crop out the black stuff and they add in like endoskeleton parts to say, so yeah, that's actually interesting to find out. Okay, so when I'm looking at Chica's eyes, I was so confused because when I was looking at her eyes, they remind me a little bit of Bonnie's eyes a little bit, but I realized too, Bonnie has red eyes, but you can kind of see the eyes on Chica, they're a little bit pink, so you can kind of see it. So, and I was spawning these guys to see, so yeah, you can kind of see with Chica, her eyes are a little bit different. To me, it just looked like they were like exactly the same as Bonnie's for some reason. I don't know why, it just looked very weird to me. I don't know why. But yeah, also, we also have Cupcake right over here. So there's two versions of Cupcake right here. Whoops. So there's two versions of Cupcake. There's the regular Cupcake, which is this Cupcake right here. So that's pretty cool. He can also move his jaw like that, so that's pretty interesting. And there's also a stunt double Cupcake right here, which if you can't tell with this Cupcake right here, the difference with this Cupcake and the stunt double Cupcake is this Cupcake's cup is a little bit how do I say it, down? No, okay, not the Cupcake, well, actually a little bit of the cup, the little cup right there, you can see right there, it's a little bit more up, it's a little bit more down, while Cupcake's is actually a little bit more up. But the key detail is the teeth. As you can see, Cupcake's teeth is a little bit more wider, while this one's a little bit more like thin together and a little bit shorter. This one's more inside of the Cupcake, and this one's a little bit out a little bit to say. So that's the key difference with these Cupcakes right here. I guess also too, they look a little bit brighter. I can't really tell a difference, but yeah, that's the only difference I can make out. Otherwise, I really don't know. Let me know if you actually see a difference. But yeah, so yeah, Cupcake is actually really cool. He's like Cupcake, and they do have some body groups where you can take away the eyes, the head, the plate. You can also take away the candle. You can also take away the lower teeth or the sharp teeth. Oh no, give him sharp teeth. So yeah, that's also another thing right there. So hold up, before we go into detail with that, so if you don't know, Cupcake had sharp teeth in the movie, so this is what his sharp teeth would look like. And it's actually really cool that they put in the sharp teeth. So they have the little sharp teeth right there. So they would have, I don't think the stunt devil has, no, the stunt devil does have sharp teeth. So yeah, that's actually interesting to find out. So yeah, Cupcake does have some sharp teeth, so instead of having like his regular teeth, so instead of like the lower teeth right there where just like Cupcake, he does have those sharp teeth where you could just like Cupcake. So yeah, that's how he bites Mike, or the guy, I forgot his name, that was getting face kissed by Cupcake. I don't remember his name, but yeah, that's basically Cupcake right there. He's like, so yeah, Cupcake is very deadly, I'm not gonna lie. He is a very deadly character. Out of all four of these guys, actually out of all five of them, Cupcake is the most dangerous one. He's the true mastermind behind all of the murders. Next up, we have Foxy the Pirate Fox right here. So this is Foxy right here. He's pretty interesting. I like Foxy, and like I said, he was the actual only one who was an actual animatronic compared to these three right here. Because if you don't know, well, I guess also Cupcake too, but he was more puppeteered, and it's the same thing for Foxy, but he was an actual animatronic. The same thing with Cupcake right here, but he was more of like puppeteered than like Foxy right here. Because also too, like I said, they have the little black suits, and if you don't know, that means like also too, the characters, they're mostly made, or no, puppeteered by actual actors, or being acted by actors. I don't know, it's hard to say. I'm a very sick boy. One thing I can say about Foxy, he's pretty yartastic, I'm not gonna lie. So Foxy's pretty cool. He does have some body groups where you can take away the suit arms, the suit body, and the eyes. The hook, you can also take away the hook. Wait, what the heck? Oh no, I took away his jaw, but yeah, you can also take away his jaw. You can also take away his pelvis, and his pelvis is actually its own thing, and his pants are actually its own Well, it's just the pants are their own thing. So yeah, he actually wears pants in the movie, if you didn't know that. So that's actually interesting. So instead of him, like, hold on, let me spawn into Foxy. So if you don't know, the original Foxy's pants would actually be his pelvis and his upper legs. But in this version, in the movie, he actually has his own legs, or his own pants. So that's actually really interesting. The only thing is the pants is connected to the pelvis, but of course it would be connected to the pelvis. I'm just yapping. You can take away his mask. You can also take away the back of the mask. You can also take away his pants. Oh my gosh. Yeah! Another thing I wanted to point out, that Foxy actually has tape behind him. I forgot to mention that. So I was wondering what this tape mean, but it means you can take away the tape because his eye patch is actually connected to the back. But I guess it's like connected with like tape. I really don't remember if it was like that in the movie. I really don't remember. But all I know is he has tape behind him, and then you can also take away the eye patch. So yeah, that's basically it right there. He has no eye. That's actually really interesting right there. I don't know if in the actual movie he actually has yeah. I don't know if in the actual movie he doesn't have an eye. I really don't know. But it's actually really cool in detail right there that he actually has tape behind him. So that's actually really interesting to find out right there. So yeah, Foxy's pretty taping, yar. I don't know what I'm saying. Next up, we have Golden Freddy. So Golden Freddy was an interesting character in the movie. Actually, he was kind of the only character who didn't get that much lines. Besides the crying child itself, or whatever that child was supposed to be. We don't even know the names. Well, actually, we do know the names, but we don't know the name of that crying child. So yeah, but yeah, Golden Freddy, he didn't get much screen time. I mean, he did, but it wasn't as much. So he got screen time around where he visited Abby. I was gonna say spoiler alert, but I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the movie. So where he gets to meet Abby, and where he drops off Abby, and then he suddenly disappears. And I think at the end of like the movie, when William Afton is getting springlocked still, he's still there in the corner menacingly. So yeah, he's pretty interesting. He's an interesting character, and he didn't actually get that much screen time. That's actually really interesting to find out. I guess the only time you can say screen time is when he's like a missing kid, but that's the missing kids, so they're their own people. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty interesting to find out. So he's missing an ear, missing an eye. So yeah, we already know that from the movie. And then he does have some body groups where you can take away his arms. The same thing. You can also take away the eye. And then you can also actually take away, or no, give him an eye glow with his other eye right here. So hold on, let me just... As you can see right here, he does have a little eye glow right there on his other eye, so that's actually really interesting. You can also take away the upper mask, but you know what, it's the same, so let's just put that bad boy back on. You can also take away his hat, and yeah, that's pretty much it with him. It's the same as the others, so yeah, he's pretty interesting. Golden Freddy is actually interesting. I wonder if we're actually going to see him back in FNAF in the second movie, because they did say they were gonna have some returning characters back. So I don't know. We might see the Wizards as like these guys right here. I don't know, maybe we'll see what happens, but I hope Golden Freddy actually does come back. Next up, we have Decayed Freddy. So a little bit of a history about this guy. I have no idea who he actually is. I think he was one of the stunt doubles, to say, not stunt doubles, one of the random costumes they made in the background, and they added him in the background. For example, like Sparky and Eleanor and Shadow Freddy and Shadow Bonnie, they were also background characters. They didn't get much screen time, but they were like background characters. So yeah, this is basically what this guy's supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be like a random Freddy, but he's like this. I don't know. I really don't know. All I know is he's Decaying Freddy. He's a random Freddy suit that's been in the back. It is interesting to find out he does have a purple hat and a purple bow tie. Maybe this could have been Fredbear, the original Fredbear, but now that I'm thinking about it, he has a purple eye, so I don't know if they just removed the blue eyes and they just replaced it with purple eyes, or I really don't know. But this could potentially be Fredbear, because he also does have some yellow on him. I don't know, maybe, who knows, but I do know one thing: he is Decayed Freddy. He does also have some body groups where he can take away all of this stuff right here. So actually he does also have some spring locks, which is actually interesting to find out. Hold on, let me just remove the body right here. He does have some spring locks, so yeah. And they also did show in the movie there were some animatronics that did have spring locks on them, so that's actually really interesting to find out. So yeah, and you can also remove the the cage, the metal shell. Yeah, you can see the little spring locks right there. That is, imagine actually dying to that. That is actually really painful. But yeah, he's pretty interesting. Yeah, I like this Freddy. He's I don't know. Next up, we have Endo 2. So I'm not gonna lie, this is actually the only time I don't know if the Endoskeleton, at least Endo 2, has actually been in the FNAF location or in the movie in general. I don't know if he actually is in the FNAF movie or this is just like a update to like because this pack did get updated. So yeah, but I don't know if it was like this guy also got updated or he's like one of the Endoskeletons for the upcoming FNAF 2 movie. I don't know. All I know is Endo 2 is here in this pack. I don't know if he was in the FNAF 1 movie. I don't know if he's like a finished Endoskeleton they made in a screenshot in the FNAF 2 update movie or whatever. I don't know. All I know is Endo 2 is here. So he does have some body groups where you can just take away the eye. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So next up we actually have Tina. Tina, is that right? Yeah, Tina. No, wait, that's not Tina. No, it's just an Endoskeleton top half. So yeah, I did a little bit of a spoiler, but yeah, this is an Endoskeleton that is broken a little bit, and he's missing the lower half of his body, and he's just Endoskeleton like that. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool to see right here. He does have a little shell in the back right here, so that's actually, he's like a turtle. It's like a turtle Endoskeleton to say. That's actually interesting. So yeah, and like I said, he does have the wires and stuff like that. He is missing a hand. He does have the body back, the spring locks, and then also the metal shell. So yeah, that's actually really interesting. So yeah, there's really nothing else I can say about him. He's just an Endoskeleton missing his bottom half. So yeah, next up we have Sparky, an interesting character and one of my favorite characters actually. Even though he's not technically a character, he's more of like a background suit, he's still one of my favorites because also too, if you don't know, Sparky was originally a hoax. He was never really an animatronic. He was just a hoax that somebody, I think somebody made the hoax, or like somebody had like a suspicion and like drew out outline and thought it was like an animatronic dog or something, but no, he was just one of the hoaxes that wasn't really like existed. So yeah, and I'm so happy that they actually put Sparky in the movie, because also too, it is hilarious to see that Scott actually knew about the hoaxes, and he actually put Sparky as one of the hoaxes in the or at least a suit in the movie. So that's actually really interesting. So Sparky is actually really cool. He does have some yellow on him and some gray on him, so that's pretty cool. He is very cool. I like Sparky. He does have a little I guess chain or dog tag right there, but it doesn't really have a name or whatever, but that's actually really cool. So yeah, his ears do also move, so that's actually one of my favorite parts about Sparky. He does have some body groups where you can take away, let's see, the body. So he is another spring lock animatronic, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. And you can also remove the eyes. You can also remove his ears. He looks like actually he looks like Bonnie a little bit. I guess he was like reused or something. He was turned into a Bonnie. If you put on the ears and stuff like that, he would actually be a Bonnie. I think Sparky was like a Bonnie previously, but then they replaced him and turned him into this, so that's actually interesting to find out. And what else? You can also remove the upper mask, and you can also remove all of that stuff. So yeah, I love Sparky. Sparky's really one of my favorite background suit characters. Next up we have Ella, which she is actually from the Twisted, I think from the Twisted ones. I don't think she's from the Fazbear Fright book series. No, Ella's actually interesting. I read the Twisted ones, but I didn't really read much of them. So yeah, but Ella right here is actually from the Twisted ones, and then Scott just made her into animatronic, or at least a suit that doesn't really work as much. But it's interesting to find out that Ella actually has a little bit of a little bit of this stuff right here. So if you don't know, this is kind of like a reference to her little blades right there, a reference to the torture machine right here. So if you don't know, the torture machine is actually, well, it was actually in the beginning of the movie where you actually saw a security guard actually get tortured, or at least gets its skin peeled off by this torture machine. So that's actually really interesting. So yeah, I'm assuming this is actually the same thing where Ella was actually supposed to be a torture animatronic, or a torture suit to say, where if you stuffed somebody inside that suit, she was gonna be like a little torture machine to say. So yeah, that's actually really interesting to see right there. She does have the little spring locks on her body. So yeah. As I'm looking at Ella, Sorry, I'm calling her Eleanor. Ella a little bit. She does look like she is a animatronic that's supposed to be with people. At least a person is supposed to be inside of it. So yeah. Well, I mean, it is a spring lock animatronic, so yeah, that's actually interesting to find out. She does have some body groups. You can also take away her clothes. That is weird. And then you can also take away the clothes on her arms. You can also take away the blades, the metal cage. You can also take away our hat, and then oh, that looks freaky. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it just looks like one of those weird dolls or whatever you call them. I don't know. And then you can also take away her hair. That is oh no. Next up we have Shadow Freddy. There's really nothing else to say. Shadow Freddy is actually a suit, not a spirit or whatever he's supposed to be in FNAF 1 or FNAF 3, because I think he says to the animatronics, follow me in the minigame in FNAF 3. So yeah, I think he was also a suit, and then William Afton just used him as a suit or something. I don't remember, but I do know one thing: he's a suit. So yeah, that's actually interesting to find out. So yeah, so he's pretty cool. He does have some body groups. He's the same as Freddy over there. You can also remove the eyes, and I think he does have some glowing eye. No, he doesn't. So yeah, you can also take away the mask and stuff like that. So yeah, oh yeah, no, you can also give him an eye glow, so he actually does look like Shadow Freddy. So yeah, that's actually really cool right there. So yeah, next up we have Shadow Bonnie, and it's actually interesting to find out that this is what Shadow Bonnie would look like in FNAF, at least a FNAF 1 version of Shadow Bonnie right here. He looked the exact same as Bonnie. The only difference is like the buck teeth. Hold on, let me put back on Bonnie's face, and if I put back on his face, yeah, Bonnie doesn't really have buck teeth, but when we have Shadow Bonnie over here, he actually does have some buck teeth, so that's actually really interesting to see right there. So yeah, he's just another animatronic in the background. He's missing one of his ears right there, and it's a little bit wired up. So yeah. So yeah, there's really nothing else to say about him. He's pretty interesting. You can also remove his eyes if you want to, and remove some of the stuff right here. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. He's a pretty interesting character. Now, we finally have Tina, the Endoskeleton. So, if you don't know, they actually named Tina the Endoskeleton because she was just a random endoskeleton that they named, and they just randomly named her Tina, and that's the gist of it. They just randomly named her Tina. I really don't know the rest of the story. I just know that the crew just randomly named her Tina, and now this is Tina the Endoskeleton. So yeah, she is missing a foot, and she is missing a little bit of her wiring right there. So yeah, but that's pretty much it. And this is actually Tina's support. So if you don't, like I said, she is missing a foot, so she's not gonna randomly stand. She's, well, at least Gmod, but like in real life she would be standing like whoa. So yeah, she would fall like that, but instead she would actually have a support where you just hang her up and she just looks like this. So yeah, so this is what Tina's support stand would be helpful for her. So yeah, Tina does have some body groups. I don't know if it's actually a he or she, I don't know, but I really don't care because it's an animatronic and it doesn't really have genders. So yeah, so I'm just gonna call it a she or he, whatever. So he does have some metal stuff where you can remove all of that. So yeah, let's put back onto her eyes. So yeah, so he's pretty cool. I like Tina. Tina is really cool. She is actually interesting. So yeah, and we actually have a fixed version of Tina. So he actually does have his legs back, and he does have a little bit of his wiring. At least his wiring is fixed up a little bit. So yeah, that's actually really interesting to see right here. So yeah, so I love Tina. He is actually really cool. So yeah, so if you ever want to see Tina, she will be in the endoskeleton parts in the back. So yeah, Tina does look pretty cool. So yeah, I think she was actually in the movie too. I think he was she? Maybe, I don't remember, but he is actually interesting. I love Tina. Tina, you're such a beautiful boyo. You're pretty cool. So next up, we actually have the fixed yellow rabbit, or spring Bonnie if you want to say. So I want to say this is also from the movie, because if you don't know, when Vanessa shows a picture of her and her father, aka William Afton, in the suit, it does show like a fixed spring Bonnie right here, or the yellow rabbit. It does show like a fixed yellow rabbit. So I think this is what it's supposed to represent. Maybe, I don't know. This could be a custom fix from this boyo to now this looking fixed boyo. I don't know, but maybe. He is pretty cool. He does have William Afton inside of him. The only downside is if you remove the mask, it's just a black face. That's just it. It's just a black dark face right there. So yeah, but if you remove like to say the body, it does show a little bit of like William Afton's suit right there, which is actually interesting to see the spring locks like that. So yeah, that's actually interesting. So yeah, there's really nothing else I can say. It is pretty cool. It does also have an eye glow, so it does look like that, which is actually really cool. So yeah, and you can also take away, or no, you can take away the eye color, which is that, and then just make it look like that, which is honestly really creepy, I'm not gonna lie. And you can also remove the eyes if you want to. So yeah, let's put back on the eye color. So yeah, that's actually interesting. So yeah, oh my gosh, that actually looks creepy. And then next up we just have the normal yellow rabbit, as you know from the movie. So yeah, that's actually really cool. It's really cool. I don't remember if the suit had like extreme orange to it, because it has like orange feet to it, compared to that just has like regular yellow feet, but it just has orange. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty interesting to see the before and after of the suit, because the suit has been a little bit worn out before, because William Afton has used the suit for a while, killing a bunch of kids or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, he's pretty interesting. He does have a body group where you can also take away and see the damaged endoskeleton right there, where you see Cupcake take a massive chump and it just looks like that. So then he gets spring locked and he's like, sorry, I don't have that much energy with me. And then without the soup, he just looks like one of those ink creatures from Bendy and the Ink Machine. That's actually really crazy to think about. He doesn't even look like his regular body self. He just looks like one of those ink machine, the ink creatures from Bendy and the Ink Machine. I forgot to mention there is a knife. I don't think with this right here it does have a knife. Yeah, with this spring body it doesn't have a knife, but with this one it does have a knife, so that's actually interesting to find out right there. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. It does look like one of those Bendy and the Ink Machine creatures. It does. That's actually really interesting to find out. This is William Afton has been secretly an ink creature from Bendy and the Ink Machine. Exposed. So next up we have the puppet versions of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, and Golden Freddy. So yeah, so there are puppet versions of these guys. So if you don't know, they would usually get like a stick, and then they would usually hold the stick like this, and then with some scenes they would use them as this, and they would just be like horror, 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 or whatever however they use it. I don't remember, but I do know one thing, that's how they use it. So yeah, so we have a puppet version of Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, and Golden Freddy. So that's actually really interesting. Bonnie looks a little bit more derpier than the others, I'm not gonna lie. Bonnie does look a little bit more derpier. So yeah, so, and there's also mini versions of these guys. So like a mini Freddy right here. So there's, oh no, that's the big version. So this is a mini version of Freddy right here. So this is actually really interesting to see right there. So we have a mini version of Freddy where he's like or whatever. Funtime Freddy would definitely have a fun time with this, because also too there is a mini version of Bonnie. So nope, a mini version of Bonnie where he would look like this, where he's like, I don't know. But yeah, this is like Bon Bon. This is like Bon Bon before, and this is Bon Bon where he eats his vegetables, where he's like, yeah, I eat my vegetables. Oh my gosh, and they do have the body groups where you can take away the hat, the microphone, and the bow tie if you want to. It's the same thing with the mini versions right here. So yeah, also the same thing with Bonnie. You can also take away the bow tie. Same thing with Chica. Does she have a body group? Yeah, you can take away her beak, or you could take away her beak, which is actually really creepy and interesting to see right there. And with Foxy too, you can also take away his eye patch. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And the same thing with Golden Freddy, where you can also take away his hat and his bow tie. So yeah, that's pretty cool. The puppet versions do look a little bit cool. I do like them like this, so this is actually really interesting. So next up we actually have the mask. The mask stands for these guys. So like if they're like getting into character, they would put on, or actually if they're done with fusing the mask, they would actually put the mask on these little dummy thingies right here. It's like the same thing with clothing. Like if you're done with the clothing, you at least like a display to say, they would put the clothing on these guys to say. So yeah, that's actually interesting to see. So yeah, we do have like a little bit stands for these guys. So we have stands for Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. So that's actually really interesting. So yeah, so with the stands, they do have some groups where you can take away their stuff. So you can take away the eyes, the eyelids, the hat, the jaw, the upper mask, the the I'm trying to do this, the dab, and then you just have the human head like this, which is honestly really creepy, I'm not gonna lie. And if you don't, you can also take away the model and it just looks like this. So yeah, you can put anything on there, and it does work the same thing with these guys, so that's actually really interesting. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But we're not done yet. So we do have some other ragdolls that I gotta review because why not. So next up we have Emerald Freddy. So he's supposed to be a hoax character, but he's not really, because I have never seen a hoax like this before. So yeah, so this is not really a hoax. I know the original person who ported this guy did say they would call him a hoax, but still, just to let you know, he's not really a hoax. So yeah, I just want to let you know. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He does have a microphone, and that's all I can say. He's pretty cool. Oh, the body group. So one thing, the eyes look a little bit weird. He looks like the Incredible Hulk a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, and he doesn't really have any eyebrows. So yeah. You can also move his ears if you want to, so yeah. So also too, you can also take away his hat and bow tie. You can take away the black in the eyes, but I gotta keep it there. You can also take away the black jaw. You can also take away his teeth. You can also toggle the eye glow. But the thing with the eye, with the eye glow, okay, no, what the extra eye glows is, it gives him more eye glows. So what that means is, instead of having the 2, he has, how many is that? 3, 6, 8, and then another 3, 6, 8. So in total he would have, yeah, so we have 16 glowing eyes, which is actually really cool. But if you don't want him to have 16 glowing eyes, and you want him to have, like, if you want to get rid of 2, you can honestly give him 14 eyes. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And you can also take away his microphone, you can take away his endo, or you can take away his suit, and he just looks like that. That is so weird. He just looks like that. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I have no idea, but that is creepy. Next up we have Fixener. So originally we originally had him, and if you actually go back to my very first review video, I will not put a link to that in the description, because you better go subscribe to my channel and find it. So I originally reviewed this guy before in the past, my very first review video, which you should definitely go check that out. There will be a playlist, so definitely go check that out. But yeah, he is one of the first, I guess you can say he is back, but not really, because he was a model before in the past, but like somebody else did a model of him, or re-uploaded the model of him back. But this time is he actually has movable ears, which is actually really cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, he's back, a question mark, I guess back, but different to say, I don't know. He was originally in the pack before, but he's, to me, it's like an update to say. It wasn't uploaded by the same person who took them down before, which I don't know why people actually take down models. It's so stupid of you. But I'm just saying, this is one of the models right here. We saw this guy right here. He's pretty cool. I like him. He's being chillin'. I'm happy that he's finally back. And to the person, and can anybody who is a FNAF modeler, can somebody go back to my original video and make sure you upload one of the can you make sure you get one of the other ragdolls that I like? Because there was one ragdoll I actually liked. I think it was Foxy, but it was like broken down or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It was something Foxy, broken withered Foxy. No, it was like a broken Funtime Foxy. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, could somebody make that model and bring it back to the item shop? I mean, workshop. I almost said item shop like it was Fortnite. But can you please, can you pretty please? He does have some body groups, but you know what? Because I'm a lazy person, I'm already sick. I'm not gonna review them. But the only thing I review is the skin, where you can actually make his eyes glow. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm happy he is back, but actually I'm just happy he's back. So yeah. All right. So next up we actually have Lobit from 5 Laps at Freddy's. So if you don't know, 5 Laps at Freddy's, well, this is actually a before like Lobit, because this Lobit actually right here is different from the Lobit that we have right now. So this was a custom fan made version of Lobit, and this is the official Lobit that we got from 5 Laps at Freddy's. So yeah, this is the official Lobit that we have right here, and this is the custom 5 Laps at Freddy's Lobit. So that's pretty cool. I do like this Lobit though. This Lobit could be good but useful for like a different video, not for like an official 5 laps at Freddy's video, because we already got this a little bit right here, which is pretty cool. And I honestly I do like this a little bit better than this little bit right here, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, this little bit does look pretty cool. I do like it. Like I said, it is a fan model, so it's not, like I said, it's not really an official model right here. But yeah, this is actually interesting to see this little bit right here, so yeah, I do like that a little bit. And its ears do actually move, so that's actually really interesting to see right there, so yeah. So next up we actually have Officer Vanessa. So if you don't know Officer Vanessa, she's from the movie. I call her Officer Vanessa, even though I think her name is like what, like she has like a fake name or something like that, I don't know. But Vanessa right here is pretty cool. We also do have Mike. Now I already reviewed him before, but I'm just saying these are the two. They're exactly the same kind, at least like detail wise they're practically the same, but they're both different. So yeah, so that's Mike right there. I already reviewed him. But this is off of Vanessa, off of Vanessa right here. She's pretty cool. She does have some body groups and skins where you can remove her or give her officer jacket, or give her a sweater, and then you can also give her a hat, or you can also take away her hair. I think her hair actually does move too. I think it does. No, it does not. Yeah, no, the hair doesn't move. It only moves with the head, so yeah. And you can also take away her tie, or give her no tie, and then just empty tie, so yeah. And then you can also take away her walkie-talkie, and also take away her police holster, so yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And then with the skin, she just looks like that, so yeah. So actually, if you don't know too, with the suit, it actually makes her look like from FNAF, how did I forget? Security Breach. I don't know why I forgot it for a second. So yeah, that's what it does with skin 2. So this is like the movie version right here with skin 0, but this is actually from FNAF Security Breach right here. So if you want a Security Breach Vanessa, this is what she would look like with this outfit right here. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I actually do like this, I'm not gonna lie. And then also with the tie, you can also give her that tie. I don't think the original Vanessa had a tie in Security Breach, at least in Security Breach, yeah. I think it was just empty like that, so yeah, that's pretty cool. That's interesting to see. And her sweater is actually purple, so that's actually really cool to see right there. So yeah, so that's Officer Vanessa. She's pretty cool. I like her like this more, I'm not gonna lie. I do like this version of Vanessa right here. It's actually pretty cool. And now we finally have something from the Fortnite with Fred pack. We have the ignited version of Fred, or the way they call it, the inflamed Fred wired up guy. So this is Fred, but he's from Joy of Creation. How would you say that in Fred terms? The banana of poop, I don't know, but yeah, this is basically ignited Fred right here, so that's actually pretty cool right here. So he is actually interesting. I do like this. This is around the FNAF anniversary. Yeah, these guys too were also made in the FNAF anniversary, so yeah, that's why I also wanted to review them. But yeah, this is pretty cool. We have Fred right here. He's pretty cool. He's wired up, or at least ignited and wired up, I don't know what to say. So you can remove his hat, you can give him, or you can take away the blackness, you can take away the wires in his front, you can also take away the wires on his arms, you can also take away the leg wires and also the head wires, and he just looks completely brown, so that's pretty gross. And next up we have Pop Goes but Fredified, but instead of him being Pop Goes with Fredified, it's Yo Pop Go. I guess that's how you say it. So yeah, that's you pop go. That's how you would say it. At least I don't know if I'm saying it right. So yeah, this is like Pop Goes but Fredified. So yeah, this is pretty cool. He does have a tail. That's all I can say. He was also from the new FNAF, the new Pop Goes game that came out, so yeah, I forgot. So yeah, this is pretty cool. He does have a little jacket. You can also remove his hat, you can remove the shirt, you can also change the eyes to the darkness eyes, which looks like that, or you can also change it to the glowing eyes, where if you know Pop Goes has his glowing eyes like that. Okay, I guess not, so I was wrong about that, my bad. And you can also give him eye covers, you can also take away the tail, and then give him an outline. That's pretty weird, I'm not gonna lie. And then you can also change the skin to that, which I'm not even gonna question that. And then finally we have the Fredified versions of these guys. So you're probably thinking, wait, what are these? So these are from the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 screenshots, where they're taking pictures, or at least working on the stuff. I don't know, they took pictures and then they posted it, and then this is what it looks like. Well, not like this, but this is like the Fredified version right here. So we have the Fredified version of well, these are just the eyes from the FNAF movie. I think these are toy Bonnies, I think. I don't remember. And then we have the Endo 2 skeleton, which looks like this. So yeah, that's all I can say about this. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I really don't know what else to say. They just been Fredified. I don't know. So we're not done with the FNAF movie pack, because there's one very special character that I like you to meet, who's not really necessarily in the FNAF movie, but was just added to this pack because why not? So yeah. So finally, we have Brother. What's going on, Brother? So if you don't know, Brother's actually from it's so weird to say, but this Brother Endoskeleton is actually from FNAF, or Five Nights at Freddy's Real Time. So that's actually a custom FNAF game that was made by Real Time Studios. I think that's what they're called, I don't know. And they actually made this guy, or at least they made that game to have the animatronics like actually move in FNAF. So if you don't know, the original FNAF, they don't necessarily move. They're just like, to say, like PNGs to say. I don't know how to say it. To me, they just look like PNGs that are just there, but they don't really necessarily move. In the FNAF real-time version, they actually do move, so you can actually see Freddy get off the stage, or Bonnie or Chica get off the stage, and they move around the pizzeria, and then it's the same thing. If they see you in the security office, they try to get you, and well, they actually move to get you in the security office, so that's actually interesting to see right there. So yeah, that's all I can say. But Brothers, I think a secret character or something, I don't know. I didn't play FNAF real time. I think it's still in demo, I think. I don't know, let me check. So yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's Real Time hasn't really come out yet, and I know the creators said they were going to cancel. I mean, they did post a video that said cancel, but they're not really gonna cancel it. They're just gonna finish, but they're not really gonna do any other future FNAF real time games, which would honestly would kind of make sense. I will say it will make sense slash doesn't really. Why not? So yeah, but I get it too. They do need to keep their sanity, and they're really not really a small, it's not really like one person. I mean, it was, but now it's working as like multiple people now, so I understand why the original creator wanted to not work on Five Nights at Freddy's Real Time. I get it, but still, why not? So yeah, Brother is actually a unique, or it's the Brother, but I call him Brother because Brother. So the Brother is actually its custom owned character that is in FNAF Real Time, so that's actually really cool. It does have some cool uniques to it. So it does have green on, it does have a green endoskeleton. I mean, not a green endoskeleton, a green on its left. Is that his left arm? Yeah, it's left arm. It doesn't have a arm. It doesn't have a lower arm anymore, so that's sad. It doesn't have a lower leg anymore, so that's also sad. It does have I don't know if that's Foxy's pants, I think, maybe. It's little, I don't know, maybe it does have a hand and arms and stuff like that, so yeah, that's pretty cool. It does have a blue looking pelvis right there, so that's interesting, and its head is a paper plate, so yeah. And it does also have it reminds me of Chuck E. Cheese a little bit, like Chuck E. Cheese ears to me, I don't know why. So yeah, and it also does have some body groups where you can take away the ears, you can take away the suit body, you can also take away the plate where it's just a hand, but it has a little bit of an endoskeleton right there. So yeah, so the hand is connected to the arm, to the endoskeleton body right there, thus is connected to that hand, which controls the paper plate, which does have a little bit of wires on it, which does also have a endoskeleton mouth right in it. So I guess if you take away the paper plate, it just looks like that, which is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, you can also take away the suit legs, you can also take away the suit arms, and the metal shell right there. So that's pretty cool. That's interesting. That's pretty cool. I like this. Brother is one of those unique looking characters right there that deserves to be in the main game, but is not really because it is a custom character. But I do like the Brother. Let's put back on the plate. Yeah, that plate actually does look cool on it, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's really nothing else I can say or do. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review video. Make sure you smackety smack that. Crop field that like button and dump the subscribe button. And I hope you guys actually enjoyed this review video, even though I am a little bit sick. I really hope you do. Like I said in the beginning, comment down below which skin do you want. Do you want the skin that I said before, which is this one right here? Do you want the skin right now? Do you want the skin that was before, which was the blue with the red hat and the purple bow tie? Or do you want the skin that I put on screen earlier? So yeah, so do you guys want that? Let me know in the bottom. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys next time. And for me, I'm gonna rest because I really need to start preparing some stuff. So yeah, goodbye. Ouch.